was the move about getting away from the UK press, because the press is, you know, is everywhere, or was the move because you weren't getting enough support from the firm?
It was both.
Both.
I needed to do this for my family. This is not a surprise to anybody. It's really sad that it's got to this point, but I've got to do something for my own mental health, for my wife's, and for Archie's as well, because I could see where this was headed.
They didn't want him to be a prince or a princess, not knowing what the gender would be, which would be different from protocol, and that he wasn't going to receive security.
What?
It was really hard. Look, I was really ashamed to say it at the time, and ashamed to have to admit it to Harry, especially, because I know how much loss he's suffered. But I knew that if I didn't say it, that I would do it, and I just didn't want to be alive anymore.
The way that I saw it was, there is a way of doing things, but for us, for this union and the specifics around her race, there was an opportunity, many opportunities, for my family to show some public support.
Did you think she was well received in the beginning?
Yes, far better than I expected. But, you know, my grandmother has been amazing throughout. You know, my father, my brother, Kate, and all the rest of the family, they were really welcoming.
Your relationship with your father? Is he taking your calls now?
Yeah, he is. There's a lot to work through there. You know, I feel really let down because he's been through something similar. He knows what pain feels like. My father and my brother, they are trapped. They don't get to leave. And I have huge compassion for that.
Hold up.
There are
Stop
several
right now.
there are several conversations.
There's a
about
conversation with you
it. With Harry
about how dark your baby is going to be?
potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
Ooh.
That conversation I'm never going to share. But at the time it was awkward. I was a bit shocked.
Can you tell us what the question was?
No, I'm not comfortable sharing that.
Okay.
It's a girl.
You're gonna have a daughter.
Hello and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales, your go-to space for uncovering the truth behind the headlines and celebrating the incredible work of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The world watched in awe as Prince Harry, a beloved member of the Britain Mutual Respect. It was a narrative that captivated millions around the globe, offering a glimpse of hope and unity. It spoke of bridging cultures and embracing change, as Meghan brought a refreshing diversity to the royal family. Their relationship was a testament to the power of love transcending boundaries, but beneath the surface, tensions simmered. The couple faced numerous challenges, both from within the royal family and from the public eye. Meghan, a woman of colour, faced relentless scrutiny from the British tabloid press. The media's invasive and often biased coverage took a toll on her mental health and well-being. The couple struggled to adapt to the rigid protocols and intense public pressure of royal life. The constant spotlight and expectations weighed heavily on them. In a move that sent shockwaves around the globe, Harry and Meghan announced their decision to step down as senior members of the royal family. This unprecedented decision was both bold and controversial. They sought a life free from intrusion and suffocating tradition. Their departure was a quest for personal freedom and a chance to live life on their own terms. They yearned for the freedom to raise their children, Archie and Lilibet, on their own terms. They wanted to provide a nurturing environment away from the relentless media scrutiny. This unprecedented decision marked a turning point in the royal family's history. It was a moment that would be remembered for generations. It exposed deep fissures within the institution, revealing the challenges of maintaining tradition in a rapidly changing world. And it set the stage for a series of explosive revelations that would shake the monarchy to its core. Their candid interviews and public statements brought to light issues that had long been hidden from the public eye. The world held its breath as Oprah Winfrey sat down with Harry and Meghan for a bombshell interview that would soon become a cultural phenomenon. This was no ordinary celebrity tell-all. It was a moment that promised to reveal deep, hidden truths. This was a conversation that promised to expose the inner workings of one of the world's most enduring and secretive institutions. In a candid and emotional exchange, Harry and Meghan lifted the veil on their experiences within the royal family, sharing stories that had never been heard before. They spoke of their struggles with mental health, revealing the intense pressures they faced. They described a stifling environment, one that left them feeling trapped and isolated. And they made shocking allegations of racism and a lack of support from within the palace walls, claims that would reverberate around the globe. The interview sent shockwaves around the world, dominating headlines and sparking intense debate. It sparked a global conversation about race, privilege, and the role of the monarchy in the 21st century, challenging long-held perceptions. For many, the interview was a humanizing glimpse into the lives of a couple grappling with immense pressure, offering a rare look behind the royal curtain. For others, it was seen as a betrayal of trust and a damaging blow to the reputation of the royal family, raising questions about loyalty and duty. Meghan, with quiet dignity, shared her experiences of racism within the royal family. She described a culture where her race was a constant topic of discussion. She spoke of hurtful comments and insensitive questions. Meghan's words painted a disturbing picture of an institution struggling to come to terms with its own biases. She revealed a deep sense of isolation and pain. She felt unheard and unprotected. Her voice, often silenced, resonated with millions around the world. Meghan's allegations cast a long shadow over the palace. They forced a reckoning with the institution's colonial past and its present-day struggles with diversity and inclusion. The monarchy, long seen as a symbol of tradition and stability, was now grappling with accusations of racism. The world watched, waiting to see how the royal family would respond to these serious allegations. In one of the most shocking moments of the interview, Meghan revealed that there had been concerns and conversations within the royal family about the skin colour of her unborn child, Archie. She did not name the individual who made the remarks, but her words sent shockwaves around the world. The idea that a member of the royal family would express such prejudice was deeply troubling. It was a stark reminder of the insidious nature of racism. It demonstrated that even in the most privileged of circles, prejudice and bias can persist. Meghan's revelation sparked outrage and disbelief. It forced a long-overdue conversation about race and representation within the royal family. The incident highlighted the importance of addressing unconscious bias and creating a more inclusive and equitable society. Harry, visibly emotional, spoke about the lack of support he and Meghan received from his family. He shared how this absence of support deeply affected them both, especially during the most challenging times. He described a culture of silence and a reluctance to confront difficult issues. This culture, he explained, perpetuated a cycle of misunderstanding and hurt, making it difficult for real change to occur. He spoke of his deep disappointment that his family did not do more to protect his wife from the relentless attacks of the British tabloids. The constant media scrutiny and negative press took a significant toll on Meghan's well-being. Harry's words were a plea for understanding and compassion. He urged people to look beyond the headlines and see the human beings behind the stories. He spoke of the toll the constant scrutiny and criticism had taken on his mental health. The relentless pressure and lack of privacy were overwhelming, leading to moments of deep despair. He expressed his deep love for his family, even as he acknowledged the deep rifts that had emerged. Despite the pain, he held on to hope for reconciliation and healing. Harry's vulnerability resonated with millions around the world who have experienced similar challenges within their own families. His openness created a sense of solidarity and understanding among those who have felt isolated in their struggles. His honesty and courage in speaking out helped to destigmatize mental health issues and encouraged others to seek help when they need it. By sharing his story, Harry became a beacon of hope for many, showing that it is possible to overcome adversity and find support. In the aftermath of their departure from royal life, Harry and Meghan sought refuge in California, a place where they could build a new life on their own terms. They embraced their newfound freedom, pursuing charitable endeavours and speaking out on issues close to their hearts. They welcomed their daughter Lilibet into the world, adding another chapter to their growing family. In California, Harry and Meghan found a sense of peace and purpose. They were able to create a home filled with love and laughter, far from the constraints of royal life. Their journey was a testament to the power of resilience and the importance of staying true to oneself. They showed the world that it is possible to break free from even the most restrictive of environments and create a life filled with meaning and purpose. The revelations of the Oprah interview left an indelible mark on the royal family. They exposed deep divisions and forced a reckoning with long-held traditions and beliefs. The monarchy, once seen as an unshakable institution, now appeared vulnerable and out of touch. The public's perception of the royal family was forever changed. The fairy tale had been shattered. In its place was a more complex and nuanced reality. The future of the monarchy remains uncertain. But one thing is clear. The institution must adapt to the changing times. It must embrace diversity and inclusion. And it must prioritize the well-being of its members. Only then can it hope to regain the trust and affection of the people it serves. Thanks for tuning in to Meghan and Harry Tales. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.